I think this is a disgrace. This may be their worst antics so far. Harry and Meghan have flown down to Kingstown in Jamaica for the premiere of a film about Bob Marley, of course, Jamaica's famous son. The legendary reggae singer. It's called One Love. I mean, it's hardly the most eagerly awaited film of the year. If you give it another week, it'll be on Netflix, probably. So they've gone down for the premiere of this film. Harry tells the Prime Minister of Jamaica, a guy called Andrew Holness, I just had to be here.
I just had to be
I had to be here. Well, actually, Harry, here's the truth. You absolutely did not have to be there. So why are this pair, the gruesome twosome from Montecito, rubbing shoulders with a Prime Minister whose avowed intent is to sever all links with the UK? He said we need to move on from the British monarchy. He doesn't like the Commonwealth. Now, not so long ago, Harry was the president of his mother's Commonwealth, his grandmother's Commonwealth Trust. Now, you know, the Commonwealth, I think, is in many ways a bit of an anachronism, but there are many states who belong to it voluntarily, and it was much beloved, much cherished by Her Majesty. And for Harry and Meghan to be hanging around with a guy who hates the Commonwealth, who hates the British royal family, I think serious questions have got to be asked.
Right.
Why did he have to be there? He didn't. I think he wants to send a message that, just like Andrew Holness, he's not too keen on the British monarchy either.
Well, look, we know why Harry had to be there, because he ran out of materials for his magic pipe. That's why he was on the first flight
just a joke,
out.
folks.
But the thing is about Harry, he's a bit dumb, isn't he? I kind of think that he just doesn't...
There is that.
There's a photo opportunity and there's peace and one love and it's all racial things and I'm really into racial things now. The person who's a schemer is that Meghan Markle. She knows what she's doing and she knows full well that Jamaica's been agitating against Britain, agitating for reparations, agitating for everything on the drop-down menu of left-wing causes for the erasure of history and all the rest of it. And so she had to be there. Absolutely she did. She's not been anywhere, has she? Harry's been going on to these Dumbo award ceremonies like the ginger Egypt that he is. And she's been hiding away in her grotto looking after supposedly sick children, wondering how she's going to make a bob or two, and suddenly sees an opportunity to throw a knife at the royal family again. So she's there.
Good point. Good point there.
Grinning.
It's good that whichever kid was sick last week, which precluded Meghan going to that ludicrous Legends of Aviation Awards that Harry won in Beverly Hills. She couldn't go because she was looking after a sick kid, so that kid is obviously better now, or maybe they even took the kids with them to the Caribbean. Very nice place. Now, I've got nothing against Holness, the Prime Minister, and his stance. He wants his country to be independent. He doesn't want it to be kowtowing to the British royal family and so on. Absolutely. Why not? That's his decision. That's the way he thinks his country should move forward democratically. So I'm not criticising him, but what on earth is Prince Harry doing, rubbing shoulders with this guy whose avowed intent is to get away from the royal family and to sever all links with a country he clearly does not like? That's the United Kingdom. This is very, very strange what they're doing.
Well, he's dumb. Like I said, he's dumb.
I think he must.
Nasty.
He's not dumb enough that he doesn't understand the implications of what he's doing.
I tell you what, though,
he is dumb, but not that dumb.
Last year, I spent a glorious 2 weeks in Antigua, a wonderful island next door to Jamaica.
Nice.
Who lots of people there were openly saying we hate what Jamaica's doing. This agitation against being in the Commonwealth and having the king as head of state. We're never going to do that. Look at the mess Jamaica's in. We don't want to go down that route. Jamaica's a screaming hellhole.
But it's their choice. It's their choice. They want to be an independent. That's up to them. I just do not think, under the circumstances, that the former president of the Commonwealth Trust, Prince Harry, should be rubbing shoulders with a guy who despises the Commonwealth, despises the British royal family, and despises the United Kingdom.
I've got a joke.
Your first?
My first. So someone says to Harry, so Harry, what have you been up to? Oh, yeah, I really just had to go to the Caribbean with Meghan. Jamaica? No, she made me.
She went of her own accord.
She made me. No, she made me.
Okay, she made me. All right, yeah, okay, yeah. Jamaica, she made me. Good joke.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Good joke. A variation on a very old theme, but well worth doing. Now, still with the royals, this is one of these so annoying film trigger stories that there's a play going to the West End about the Queen Mother. It's called Well, it's in the West End. Backstairs Billy. It's about her favourite servant who served her for many, many
It looks
years.
like they've nicked our backdrop. Look at that. Look at that.
There you go.
They've
There you
stolen
go.
our set design.
They certainly have. Anyway, it's got a trigger warning. It's got a trigger warning because this play is set in 1979. This is
Well, that's just a very triggering year.
Ready? Exactly. Right, ready? This play is set in 1979 and consequently reflects some of the attitudes, language and conventions of the time. So what? Why are we going to have a trigger warning? Because we've got scenes from 1979. That could be terrifying for you. Then you could find that terribly offensive. So what? We're grown-ups. Stop treating us like children.
Actually, no, I really want to go see this because apparently this guy, Talon, started off at the age of 15, working his way up from just walking the corgis to getting so close to her Madge that was always making sure her cup
Can you
was
remember him
always
in all
full.
the pictures?
And apparently was sneaking gigolos into the palace.
Oh, yeah, you don't know Backstairs Billy's story, do you?
Well, I do now.
It's very famous, and it has been way before this play. He was always seen, a big guy, massive guy, just behind Her Majesty the Queen Mother in lots and lots of pictures. Wasn't particularly heterosexual, but then again, so much of the royal staff are not either. And this is a story about his, shall we say, colourful life. He wasn't always a sort of upstanding figure, shall we say, but much beloved of the Queen Mother, and after she died, his life plummeted downhill.
Looks like an amazing play to go watch, actually. I'm going to stick that on my list.
Yeah, but we don't need trigger warnings about what happened in 1979.
What were you doing in 1979?
Well, you know, I was probably being quite old already. But seriously, we are not children. We're adults. Stop treating us like this. It's pathetic.